Right then, race 2 is about to begin. Everybody's in. So, it's going to be Dan, Cheetah, Rusty, Unfolded, Bradders, Kermit, Julian and Breeze. Ninth down is Tadpole, Hordes, Jonesy, Birchie, Axe, Raven, Scotty Guy and Danzilla. I've got to say, Danzilla fought his way from last placed in B lobby into third. So let's get it started. See, my singing's so shit so they can't get me on copyright. So I'm going to start with Breeze just because, you know, let's be honest. He gets the first lap, that's how we run things. Breeze gets the first lap on him no matter what happens, unless there's smoke, fire, people dying. Still didn't finish my tea though. Breeze is already pulling in the middle of Julian and Kermit as they head to the braking zone for turn 1. Looks like everyone got round securely apart from that one little traffic cone. Breeze is already up into 6th place, he's picked up 2 spaces in the corner, in the space of 2 corners. But Julian's going to have a little tickle on the inside. Bradders is on the inside of Rusty. Breeze is now on the inside of Julian. Can he get the traction? He can. Looks like he's going to pull probably on next to Rusty in. And I can't see, there's somebody, 2 people further back. Just see who they are. Danzilla and Scotty Guy. Something tells me that a couple of Scottish people wanted to touch. They got their they didn't quite get their independence, so they're trying to group together. Breeze runs wide. Ooh. Afraid to say, Breeze, that was your incident there, my friend. I don't think there's anything you didn't know Julian was there, but ooh, that were a tasty one. That's lost Julian a fair old whack there. Back into 14th place. Oh no, Breeze gets the full lap, sorry. About to start wandering around. Breeze is back to 8th where he started. Hordes is in 7th. Kermit's 6th. I will say Kermit's come along in the 3 or 4 months that I've been racing with him. It's been crazy. Sorry Breeze, I had to leave you mate. When I said about fire and that, I weren't quite expecting this. There's 4 cars fighting for 10th place. Julian is amongst them. Ooh, slightly late on the brakes from Raven. Contact was made. Axe, Jonesy, Birchie. Jonesy's now on the inside. Kermit's kind of a cutie. I don't even know what to say. Birchie should be giving Scotty Guy and Danzilla a chance to fight onto the back of this group. See from Birchie's point of view now. Just seems a bit slippy out there. Did one of you horrible bastards grease up the track? Oh, as Birchie's gone. Yeah, he kept off the racing line for the restart. Danzilla's going to be right up his chuff. In case you're wondering, that is the technical term for gearbox. Oh, was that Unfolded? was unfolded. Folded currently. Is he damage free though? If he isn't, he's got to pit again. Yeah, he must have just caught the... I don't even know who Chicken Bites is, but I think I like you. There's Breeze. Oh, there he is. Let's see what he's up to now. 7th place, side by side with Rusty. Rusty's took Hordes. Hordes is now on the inside. No, sorry, Breeze is on the inside, has overtaken Hordes. Rusty's now on the back. I don't think Breeze can afford to let these guys go, even though he was up in first. Dan, we know Dan likes a good lead and all. Go on board with 7th place man, which is Hordes. Let's see the attack from Breeze. Oh, this looks like it's contact with Rusty and Breeze. Breeze is going to lose a few. Sorry, Rusty's going to lose a few. Where is he? Oh, what's going on here then? 15th place, Danzilla and Birchie. Unfolded is trying to catch up to the back. Scotty Guy looks like he's made a bit of time on these two. Birchie's just not having a good race at all. Birchie was swing before the race whether he was to run traction or not. Whether he's decided not to run traction and is feeling it now. I know he ran traction in race 1. Oh, you're a Horizon player, Chicken. Never mind, mate. I thought we could have been friends, but you've ruined it. As we go on board with Rusty. Rusty's trying to make the comeback, so's Julian at the minute. Julian and Jonesy are teammates in the old Daytona race coming up. Trust me, they're not teammates on this one. Jonesy will cut back. Mate, I could have put 100 quid on that. Oh, this chat's quite entertaining. I wish I could spend more time with you, Chicken, but I've got to do this thing, mate. Jonesy still regains. Jonesy runs really wide. I just got called a fuck. Listen here, you fuck. I don't even know what to say to that. Disgraceful. Julian's now going to cut the inside. Jonesy. Oh, I thought he was going to lose a bit of traction. Julian's dying to make a move. Dying, you can almost hear it in his voice. I'm imagining Julian's voice in my head now. Oh, Jonesy's made the mistake. Julian's gone. Yep. I think old Rusty boy may have taken advantage of that. Yeah, Rusty did. Raven's had a good start to this race as well. He's up to 11th. Pit window starts on lap 5. Let's see what's going on up front now. Jesus, spent so much time with those. Let's go to 3rd place man, which is Bradders, Cheetah and Dan. NWR front 3. I love the 3 of them. No, it would stay that way. Kermit, little froggy sod. And he swore again then. Currently in 4th, is detached slightly from Bradders. Breeze, who, let's be honest, had it all his own way in race 1, so it's nice to see him not having it all his own way. Currently in 5th, chasing down the little frog. Just want to say to all of the little snowflakes in the world, I'm not calling him a frog because he's French. I'm calling him a frog because his name's Kermit. I don't know where he's from, don't know who he is, just his name's Kermit. Go back to Birchie. Birchie and Scotty Guy. Danzilla's not far behind. Birchie's got ahead. This looks like a great battle. Danzilla's now on the back of Scotty Guy. I think we'll just stick with Danzilla for the rest of the race. Just he says that he loses a bit of time. Oh, Unfolded. Oh shit, didn't want to do that. Unfolded's having a look and all. Well, Unfolded, did you get a bit lonely back there, mate? He's not going to wait along. He isn't, mate. Unfolded looks like he's going to get the run on Danzilla. Is Danzilla going to take the defensive line? He's slightly defensive, not all the way. Danzilla knows, just get the braking done, get the turn in. He was too far behind at that point. Birchie's thrown it into the pits, so has Unfolded. Don't blame Unfolded. Get a bit of space. Second, third and fourth look like they're getting interested as well. Kermit, get in front of Cheetah. Cheetah must have lost something because he was behind Bradders. Bradders was behind Cheetah. Jump on board with Kermit. I didn't want to do it straight away because quite often what Forza does is picks a different car for you. And here he is. You know he's going to make the move. Oh, Kermit. Mate, you've done all that work. Superbly done as well. Just let it slip out. Oh, Kermit. Mate, I want to cry then. This Scotty Guy's on the back of Birchie again. Scotty Guy has actually he's changed his livery up. Oh, contact there from Scotty Guy. Birchie. Strange line there from Birchie. Don't really know what he did. Got the phone in front of me, so I'm going to have a look. Stopped out of the chicane. He was trying to pit. Most people would have just jumped that line. Julian is on the back of obviously the Argentinian. Jonesy's 3 seconds behind. Of course, the one thing you know for sure is that at the minute everyone's out of sync. I think if Dan's pitted very early. He's got Breeze just under a second behind him. Scotty Guy and Danzilla do like a bit of a fiddle. Gonna go back to 4th place man, which is Julien. Who's had a look? Well, Breeze is less than half a second away from Dan now. Dan was the de facto leader before the pit stops. That's right guys, I know the word de facto. Boom. Big brain. Just takes time out of every corner. Mate, I wish I had that talent, because I wouldn't be talking to you lot. He's going to do him around the outside. Right, he tries to a different line, he's going to get the traction out the corner. Dan's going to have to run slightly wide, a bit of the AstroTurf. Breezy's going to be looking at his inside. Nice run there. Breeze do you know what? I mean, no disrespect, I thought Breeze would have breezed past. I know the joke's shit, and I'm really sorry, and I promise I'll stop commentating. Dan's doing a good job on keeping him behind. Just, if you look, he's not quite going for the apex, he's just sticking slightly wide, gives himself the traction, knowing that Breeze has to go either the long way, go for a proper dive. Again, same thing there. It's just slightly off the racing line. Again, it's going to make Breeze go the hard way, which is helping the guys that were slightly behind see them, I suppose, as they make their pit stops. Don't even get out in front. It looks like one of them is. I think that Bradders. Bradders is. Great pit strategy from Bradders there. So we go on to lap 9 of 13. 4 laps to go. Quick rundown. Bradders, Dan, Breeze, Kermit, Cheetah, Hordes, Tadpole, Julian, Jonesy, Rusty, Axe, Unfolded, Raven, Scotty Guy, Dancilla and Birchie. God, they've been involved in something there, haven't they? I almost want to see what they're doing, but I can't walk away from Breeze at the minute. Right, I'll give it a couple of corners, I'm not going to miss fireworks. That's literally nose to tail. As of course, the second I look away, Breeze gets through Dan. Dan loses about a second. So I don't know if there was contact there. Jesus, I hate myself sometimes. Jump on board with 5th place man, which is Cheetah, trying to chase down the little frog. ART Kermit. You know, the kid's about 4 years old and he's in 4th place. Cheetah is gaining slightly. Breeze is a second and a half behind. And the fight are really... Oh no, there's a gap now. Birchie's behind Dancilla. I will keep on this fight. Keep on Cheetah. See if he can make any impacts. I've got Breeze I can see in front as well, so I know if I need to move over there. 7 seconds on Hordes. Cheetah, your car does look like an 80s shell suit, mate. I've just got to be honest here, mate, alright? should be coming out going, calm down. You don't get that joke, you're too young. You shouldn't be friends. Let's see if Breeze can make an impact on Bradders out front. There are 3 laps to go. It. You know, Breeze is going to do it at some point, or you know he's going to try. There's a little puff of smoke. Bradders get the traction down to pull out of the corner, keep ahead. They've already pulled. Kermit's got into 3rd. Missed that one. Kermit's currently sitting on the podium. He's going to have to run wide. It will lose him about a 10th. Nothing more than that. Kermit currently 2.9 behind. But she's lost a lot of time now. Interested to see what happened after this race. This Cheetah and Dan are getting close. Something tells me something happened between Cheetah and Bradders. No, it's Cheetah and Breeze that we missed. No, Dan and Breeze. Jesus, Kevin, get your words out, mate. Breeze has lost a bit more time to Brad. Touch of engine damage. He bounced it off the limiter. Sure it is actually damaged. Yeah, so 1% engine damage. Everything else looks fine. He's going to lose a little bit more time coming out of that curb. And oh, yes, Kermit's pulled 2.5 on him. Can Kermit make the comeback into 2nd? Can he leapfrog Breeze? God, Kev, you're really sad. What's happening here? 7th place. Is he actually... No, chicken, mate. I'm not proud of him. I'm not. I'm a dad, mate. This is all I've got. Right. Dad jokes and sarcasm. I've got nothing else. Julian looks like he's going to have a look on Hordes. Hordes just basically gifts Julian 6th place. You know, you should never look a gift horse in the mouth. We've got fighting. Hordes not that close. Well, Breeze is getting closer. Breeze is down 2.6 of a second. He's took half a second out of both. He's got a lap and a corner left. just hanging it out there on a few corners. Bradders has had an awesome drive to stay in front. Breeze just can't get it done. Still not. Oh, I think he might just be getting the run now. I think he's got probably, what, one more chance. If he can get the run down the not straight, get a look in the chicane. 0.3 engine damage has remained at 1%. Probably means he's going to lose the acceleration needed to get in front. Bradders gets the braking done. He's also Bradders is going to get the job done here. Unless of course he disconnects coming out the final corner, which would be sad. Pretty fun. Win in race 2 for Bradders. Kermit picks up a 3rd place, Cheetah in 4th, Dan in 5th, Julian looks like he's going to take 6th place home. Hordes in 7th, Tadpole 8th, Jonesy 9th, Rusty 10th, Unfolded 11th, Axe 12th, Raven picking up a 13th place, Scotty Guy in 14th, Danzilla 15th, Birchie going to cross the line for 16th and last place in race 2. A little bit later than planned, but we got through. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the standings before I go lay in a cold room, dark room for a while. Bradders with the win, followed by Breeze, Kermit, Cheetah, Dan, Julian, Hordes, Tadpole, Jonesy, Rusty, Unfolded, Axe, Raven, Scotty Guy, Danzilla and Birchie. So we are back next week about the same time for round 2, which if I was more prepared I could tell you where round 2 is, but as I've got my phone in my hand I can do that right now. Round 2 is at Daytona Sports Car and it is a night race and it's next week. Thank you very much.